If you watch all of this video, you're going to have a full comprehensive understanding of what it takes for you to run your first marathon completely for free from a guy who's nearly ran 8 marathons before he's turned 19. Starting off, we're going to go into the training, what types of run you need, the importance of long runs, and how to actually structure a marathon training program. Really, you need 3 types of runs, and that's easy runs, tempo runs, and long runs. Easy runs, these are runs you're going to be doing the most. This is where you just take it at an easy pace, easy mileage, nothing hard. Getting the miles in, building your aerobic base and not putting too much strain on your body and letting yourself recover. And you've got tempo runs, which is basically where you run at a fast pace to elevate your heart rate and build your speed. And the number 3 is long runs, and these are the most important runs of the week. And this is where you build all your endurance in your legs and you build your mindset as well. You cannot neglect your long runs. They are the most important run that you can do. And you do 1 a week. I usually done mine on Saturday in the morning. I'd wake up early and get it done. It's up to you when you do it. Really, you want to have a rest day the day before, but 1 a week, you cannot neglect it. It's so important. How to actually structure a training plan. You really want to be running 4 to 5 times a week, I think is a good amount to do. 4 if you're also going to implement strength training into your regime as well. Really, you want to be doing 2 easy runs and a tempo run and a long run. That is enough as long as you are increasing your weekly mileage. The rule normally is to increase your weekly mileage by 10%. So you started off with a 10-kilometer long run, you'd increase that by 10% a week. You might do 11K the next week, and then the week after that, do 12.2K, for example. And you gradually just increase your mileage as you go. And you can have deload weeks as well, where you slowly lower the mileage, then increase it again by even more the next week. Really, you want to be running 4 or 5 times a week and including every type of run in your regime. And then the next point is nutrition, because nutrition is so important, but it's something that's not really thought about when it comes to marathon training, because without it, the marathon is going to be horrifically bad. I have done it on barely any nutrition before. It was horrific. It was the worst run I've ever done. I felt horrible for the whole run. It's because I was in Asia and I just didn't have that. Well, I'm still in Asia now, but I was in Laos and I just didn't take the nutrition seriously. I thought I could sort of raw dog it. I was incredibly wrong. Don't make the mistake I did, otherwise you're going to find out the hard way. You want to eat before and after. You want to have before, you want a high fat, high protein, high carb meal. I think the best thing to have, from my experience, everyone is different. I used to have 6 eggs, 3 slices of sourdough toast with butter, bit of cheese on there, salt, some fruit as well, some honey, and an orange juice, and that's what I'd have before. Then I'd have a bit of fruit before the run as well. And then during, I'd have things like cereal bars, sweets, energy gels, which I'm sure you know of, or you might not, but you have these little SIS energy gels, you have them. Towards the end of the race though, I'd always have solid food to start with and then have the gels for when it gets later in the game. You don't really want to be having more than 3, maximum 4 gels during a run, otherwise you're just going to shit yourself and they give you stomachache and they make you feel fucked, especially if you're not used to them. And that brings me on to my next point of practicing what you eat before and during the race. You want to learn how to eat and let your body adjust to eating while running, because otherwise you're going to get to race day and, like I say, you're going to shit yourself. It's not what you want. Whatever you have in the mornings before running, you need to have that on race day. You don't want to be trying anything different. You want to know what you're going in and having, and build your meal that works best for you. Try different meals on long runs when you're doing them on the weekends or whenever you're doing them, and find what works best for you. But yeah, food is incredibly important. Nutrition is something that's not spoke about as much. Really, for the race as well, you want to be having about 40 grams of carbs an hour is a good level to aim for. That's throughout the hour as well. But quick release carbs is what you need. Otherwise, if you're having fats and protein, they take ages to digest and they don't give you the energy that your body needs. And then my third point is mindset, because mindset, again, is something that's not spoken about as much, but it's very important because marathons are mentally challenging. Even for me now, I find them mentally uncomfortable. And that's why you need to learn to train your mind and learn to become consistent with your training. You need to develop the mental toughness that is required for when it starts to suck during the race, and it will suck. At 20 miles, it becomes a whole new race and you're absolutely battered and you've still got 10 kilometers left. That's when you've got to dig deep into your mind. This is all developed by intentionally training your mind, by putting yourself in discomfort every day through your marathon training, and also doing other things that make you uncomfortable as well, whether it's cold showers, cold baths, it could be going to the gym, it could be anything. It could be running out early in the morning just because it sucks and you have to get out your warm bed. It's what I used to do. I used to go running, when I was training for my ultra, I used to wake up on a Saturday at 5:30, everyone was asleep, it was warm in bed, it was freezing outside, and I'd go and run 20 miles and it absolutely sucked. The reason I'd done it like that is because I wanted to train my mind, I wanted to make myself uncomfortable, and then it pays off when it gets hard and you've got that mindset to pull out when shit gets bad, because it most likely is, especially for your first marathon. If you dial in your training, your nutrition and your mindset, you are now ready to start training for your marathon and to start preparing for your first marathon. Apply all of these and I wish you good luck in your training. I hope it goes well. I hope you enjoy it. Apart from that, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you found some value from it. You can check out my one-to-one online fitness coaching links in the description as well. Apart from that, I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.